Everybody knows Jeff Cook of Alabama. He's one of the most talented musicians in country music. Cook recently added another milestone to his already illustrious career. Peavey Guitars, the largest maker of guitars in the U.S., named its newest product, the double-neck 18-string Peavey Hydra, the Jeff Cook model. It's an honor few guitar-playing musicians have ever had bestowed upon them. Cook is probably the best known of all who play the awkward-looking double-neck instrument. Now he has it named after him.
I think it's a big honor because I can't think of but about 4 or 5 people that's ever had a guitar, you know, with their name on it. Well, it's become a trademark with me in the last 3 or 4 years. I started playing a double neck the first concert we did when we quit the bar circuits, and it just happened to be finished the same day of our concert. So it's been sort of a trademark with me ever since.
Cook also helped in the research and design of the unusual guitar. As far as Peavey is concerned, he couldn't be more satisfied.
There's very few good double neck guitar players, and Jeff Cook is definitely among one of the best.
If not.
If not the, of course.
You won't be able to get this Jeff Cook double neck guitar for about 6 months, and then it's going to cost you about $1,200, and it will come in different colors, right, Jeff?
That's right, about 8 or 10 stock colors.
What color is this?
That's pearlescent heather.
Okay. In Huntsville, I'm your Country Rover. Does lessons come with it?
No.
No lessons. Jamie Cooper. All right. Here. Get down, get down. How many times have you ever wanted to play Army soldier or maybe just look like one? Wait a minute, watch it. Well, thanks to the renewed popularity of G.I. Joe, camouflage clothing, you all right? Is now one of the newest fads. No one could be more pleased with the rise in camouflage clothing than Sam Citrano. Citrano has been in the business of camouflage clothing, among other military-related items, the last 46 years. The past 21 years, Citrano has been the sole owner of the American Army-Navy surplus store in downtown Huntsville.
Jamie, I think popularity of camouflage clothing come from first the Army going into this new Army BDU, and then that made G.I. Joe come back to life, and he came back big.
G.I. Joe the doll?
G.I. Joe the doll. Everybody's going G.I. Joe crazy.
Citrano's business used to deal mainly in authentic used military clothing. Now only about 10% is actually used. Among the items to be found in Huntsville's first Army-Navy surplus store are original Army patches, collector items according to Citrano, hats, boots, grenades, even Army picks and canteens. A few things you probably won't find anywhere else might include this Army stretcher for only $22.95, maybe an ammo box, World War II helmet, sea rations, from turkey and dumplings to chicken hash, not to mention a long line of foot lockers. Nowadays, Citrano is seeing more green than usual, thanks to the popularity of G.I. Joe. In Huntsville, I'm your Country Rover, Jamie Cooper. They're not a major manufacturer of furniture, quite the opposite. Chilton Vest, his 2 sons, Steve and Mike, plus one other employee, Mike Oakley, are makers of one specialized piece of furnishing, the roll-top desk. Vest Wood Products, for the past 4 years, have been making nothing but desks at its small Heathen Ridge headquarters in Morgan County. Managing to turn out 6 to 8 desks a week, the Vest Best desks, they're called, cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000.
Everyone has seen or heard of old roll-top desk, and it's just been talked to the extent that everybody thinks, I want one of those. Well, we like to think they've got the personal touch. Our children do a lot of things, but they do take time to see that each desk works properly before they let it go out, sometimes willingly and sometimes not so willingly, but we do stay with each desk until it performs properly.
Constructed of all oak, the only thing Vest and his woodworking crew can't do in making a roll-top desk, besides making the hardware, is meet the demand. Best desk not only has the banker's executive style desk, but also the homeowners and this little roll top desk for people with little minds. I'm trying to color here.
No.
Indicator, what do you want to say?
Don't color my color.
I'm your Country Rover, Jamie Cooper. Is this your desk? Excuse me. Joe Dooley's newest addition to his Meridianville farm is Radar, a 10-month-old burro. Radar is having to adjust to an entirely new and different lifestyle. Dooley purchased Radar and another 2-year-old burro, Festus, in Montgomery from the Bureau of Land Management. 2 burros had been calling home, the plains of Arizona, some 2,000 miles from here. Festus and Radar are just 2 of the 40,000 wild Mustangs and burros the Bureau of Land Management has moved from Arizona to other parts of the country over the past 10 years.
I think they're coming along real fine. We've only had them a little over a month, and for them to have adjusted down and grazing in the pasture, and they're doing real well.
Were they wild as you expected when you got them?
They were not quite as wild as I had been led to believe.
What are you going to do with them?
Evidently, they're going to become family pets.
Facing possible starvation from overpopulation and overgrazing, the burros, born wild, were bought by Dooley for $120 each. The ancestors of these burros, more than likely, were turned loose by early Western prospectors and settlers who were part of the wild American West. Festus and Radar still may be stubborn as mules, come on, but they ain't no fool when it comes to getting a free meal. In Meridianville, I think they got it made. I'm your Country Rover, Jamie Cooper. Come on, boy. Feed stores where they make their own feed and sell about any kind you want, are a dime a dozen. But at the Hansville Feed and Milling Company, there's something besides the feed that gets quite a bit of attention. It's not the way Fred Bussey and his son Fred Jr. do things around here. The Busseys have been operating the 60-year-old business the past 16 years. Their #1 attraction and hottest selling item is fresh ground cornmeal made from their very own electric-powered grist mill.
Well, there used to be 2 or 3 in Hansville and 1 in every community. Back when I was a kid, people ought to try the homegrown meal if they've never eaten it. It's no comparison to the commercial meal.
Folks from Birmingham to Athens bring their corn here to be ground into meal. Between October and February, the Busseys say they average milling some 1,200 to 1,500 pounds a day. Fresh ground cornmeal comes in 5, 10, and 24-pound bags, and at the most is $4 a bag. What happens to all the corn cobs?
Well, we grind most of them in feed. Sometimes we have special requests for the old use.
Some of you might remember when these were quite popular. Of course, that was back before the days of Sherman, and can you imagine Mr. Whipple squeezing one of these? You never used one of these, did you?
Oh, yes, I have.
You have?
You can use the red and then use the
Use the red more than once? It has, like your Country Rover, Jamie Cooper. I think it's great for hemorrhoid scratches, right?